Kansas, I guess. I was halfway in practice. We were like halfway through it, and my graphics driver like completely crashed and just started updating on its own, and it just completely crashed the game. And then when it switched over, I finally got that all done and installed, and then I had to restart my computer, and I got back in, and it was switching over to qualifying, and as soon as it switched over to qualifying, the sim crashed, and I've been trying to get back in. Looks like we have a minute left. Is it actually going to work? Let me switch this back over if I can. Can you see this, I hope? Oh, can you see this? Hello. Okay. We have a couple minutes left, I guess. I hope it's working. I hope this is going to work. Holy crap. What absolutely awful timing for everything. We got a minute 22 left. I can probably do a lap. Okay. Assuming it doesn't crash when it transfers over to the grid. Maybe we're okay now? I don't know. I don't know what the heck is going on. I mean, this is really unfortunate. You know, it's one thing when you crash out of an official race. It's like whatever, doesn't mean anything. But if it's a race you're freaking hosting, that really sucks. I definitely don't want to crash out of this race and not be able to run it. Like, I'm paying for this session. The whole point is for me to run it. Let's see if we can put a lap in here and see if we can get onto the grid without it blowing up, and see if we can last the whole race. Because I guess I just can never not have constant hardware issues. We're here at Kansas, though. This is race number 21.
One more lap.
And we have made it to November, which means, yeah, 19th. Great. Don't have time for another one, but that's fine. We made it to November, which means the season is quickly winding down. This is the third to last race. Race 21, and are we going to make it to warm-up? Race 21, and we've got 23 races in the season. So, we actually made it to warm-up. That's good. And what a great lap. My average start for the series, I just looked at this before getting in this race. My average start is 16th. So, can never qualify where my actual speed is. So I can usually run top 10, and my average finish is 10th. But I think we're okay now.
You're on the bottom 3 wide. Got one outside. You're too wide there.
But definitely not how I was wanting to start this whole race. But hopefully it'll be a good one still. Hopefully we can stay around for it and not blow up. Not have my computer just blow up. But coming off a really, really, really good race at Watkins Glen. One of the best of the season, I would say. I think it's in the top 5 of just best races. At least for me personally, it was extremely exciting. I'm very glad it turned out so good. The people that were there seemed to have a lot of fun. We're here at Kansas, though. It's a top-line dominant track, going 134 laps. So the same as like Vegas and Chicagoland. Top line dominant, but I think this car can work the bottom really well, a lot better than the modern stuff at least. We'll go try a pit stop here. I think the bottom's probably just where I'm going to be running most of the time, just for tire saving, and it's looking like fuel is going to be right on that edge of barely being able to make a 2-stop race,
47 pit man,
or maybe just barely not being able to make a 2-stop race. It might be very, very close unless you do some fuel saving. I don't know how far the tires are going to fall off or anything like that, or how slow everything's going to get. So it may be easier to make a 2-stop than I am expecting, but I think we need to get like 45, 47 laps. And as you can see, it just says 38 right there. I think 42 is what I was seeing most people able to do, or what they were talking about anyway. I don't know if what's going to be the case in the race. We may just commit to a 3-stop strategy. Assuming this goes all green, I think you have to come into these races assuming it's going to go all green. But if we get a caution, could absolutely change all that. If we get even one caution, that'll make it probably easily a 2-stopper. Maybe. It'll depend on how it falls. I'm kind of unprepared for this one. And especially now that I barely was able to even get in.
Yeah, good luck, everyone.
In time.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck.
Oh, we made
Good
it to
luck.
the grid. Starting P19.
Good luck, everybody.
That's fine. I don't care to start in the back
Good luck.
anyway. We got 27 people in here, so that's
Good luck, everyone.
good. Good luck to everybody.
Yeah, good luck, guys.
Who's on pole? I didn't even
Plenty
look.
of fuel to
Whoops.
finish the race. The estimated SOS
Oh, Colton
is
did not get the pole.
2,847. We expect to be fighting for the podium.
Yep, podium. Whatever. I would love to get a podium. I can't believe I got a podium at Watkins Glen. Who got the pole? Was it Andrew? No. Chuck. Chuck got the pole. Good for him. That's cool. We got Alan starting right to our outside. Good luck to him.
4 additional sets of tires for this race. Be smooth and have a good run.
4 sets of tires. And talking about the strength of field of races, the spotter just mentioned this one. The Indianapolis race was actually the highest strength of field race that we've had. So I thought that was pretty cool. That was a tough race. And that's a tough track.
Alright man, we're going green next time by. Alright man, line up on the inside row. Pit road is closed.
Watkins Glen was obviously the lowest though, because that's all based on road iRating. We're going to save some fuel immediately here, if we can. We're going to be real far in the back here, so just need to be patient. We're going 134 laps, like I said. 4 sets of tires in the pits available. So we need to do like 27 laps on a set. There's plenty. I just gave some extra ones this time because I'm usually erring on the side of giving just enough, just barely enough. So I'm trending it the other way for this race, just to keep things different and interesting a little bit between the races.
Get ready.
And we're coming to the green, race number 21. Here at Kansas. Should be a fun one. I'm excited for it.
Green, green, green.
Green is out. And we're off.
Stay low, there's a car on the high side.
Now let's get into a groove here and let things settle out.
Hold your line.
Expect long green runs.
Still there.
And just be patient here in traffic.
All clear, all clear.
Got Rick right in front of us, and then Frank. We can back down a little bit here and be patient and save some tires. Might try and get around Rick here. I think as the tires wear out, the front straightaway is going to get very loose.
Stay
'Cause
high.
that is a pretty sharp corner when you're going this fast. Another reason why I'm probably going to be running the bottom most of the time is because I don't want to put it in the wall, and it gets very, very, very tight in 3 and 4 here. And I tried to run the wall a couple times in practice, and I hit it pretty hard a couple times as well.
Outside.
Not an easy line to run, and not one that I am comfortable with, really. I'll obviously go up there if I need to and make passes, but I think running by myself, we're going to be down here for a while at least. Go the inside on Marius. We get around Frank. I get really tight right there.
Outside.
Whoop.
Stay low, there's a car on the high side. 7 spots left.
One thing about starting this far back, though, when these races go so green, is you lose a lot of time to the leaders. but that's just the way it goes. Even if I had got both laps in, knowing how I've qualified, I doubt I would have qualified much better than 19th anyway. So I'm not blaming the system crashing for starting so far back. Most likely would have been the case either way. We'll see if we can move up a little bit. Last time I started in the back was at Gateway, and I ended up getting into a big wreck that took me out of it early. So let's avoid doing that this time, hopefully. Let's try and take care of the tires and don't do that. Need to be nice and smooth on the throttle coming out of the corner. And as usual, just be looking to get a top 10 if we can. Top 5 would be fantastic. Colton running away with the championship now. I'm like 170 points behind him, and I'm in second. I took over from Tracy after he was not at the Watkins Glen race. So he took a fairly big hit in the points. But 170 points is a lot to make up at this point in the season. Colton would basically have to miss 2 races now for me to be able to catch him, unless I was able to win these next 3 races in a row or something crazy like that. Even if I won these next 3 races in a row, Colton would still need to finish poorly in all 3 for him to not win. So he's very, very close to clinching it. I imagine Phoenix, he'll be able to clinch it. I'll have to keep an eye on the points. But probably no problem clinching it there. He's technically not clinched it at this point because he is within a race amount of points, but virtually has it locked down. But that'll be something we keep an eye on. Obviously, I'd love to finish second place. We'll see if we can beat John and Tracy. John has moved up to second in the points. He's been running good, obviously. Has a bunch of wins. And he's been really consistent in this second half. Tracy would still be in second, I'm sure, if he hadn't missed Watkins Glen. He's not that far back either. He's in 4th, and I think 4th, 3rd, and 2nd are all right next to each other, pretty much in the points, just behind me in 2nd place. And Colton's got a pretty nice lead, and this right front is not liking.
Sorry, didn't turn in enough for me, everybody.
3 and 4 right now.
Okay, we made it. I just got to pull the seat cushion out of my back.
All clear, all clear.
That puts us up to 13th. We're slowly moving forward.
Car 75 has taken the lead.
75, I believe, is Chuck, so he must have lost it at the start there. We got Dan and Nick Martin and Warren up there.
Sorry, Chuck, that was my bad.
Must be John and Chuck
All good, man.
up there racing for the lead. Not really doing anything with fuel saving. I don't know if many people are going to be. In the Discord, it was talking like you're going to have to save a lot to be able to make it, really. So we'll see if that actually comes into play. Nick did not qualify, and he started behind us, I noticed. So I wonder if he's going to try and stretch it and do a 2-stopper. Just be back there saving the whole time. That could work. That could be really good if everyone else 3-stops it. I'm definitely going to be interested to see how that turns out. Assuming we stay green. I'm also curious to see if people running the top the whole time are going to start falling off. I I got the brakes back. I can move them back even more. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea. It is very tight on entry. It's a little bit loose off the corner in turn 2, but 3 and 4, it's tight all the way around. I don't know. I guess that's the wind. It's like 12 miles an hour to the southwest or something. Got some people clipping the wall. There's going to be a lot of that with the multiple grooves we got working here. People running the middle and then running the bottom and the top. Down here on the apron, I don't know if this is going to be somewhere I want to go the whole time either. As the tires get really hot, it might be hard to control it down there. I think it was the same way at Las Vegas, if I remember correctly. We're in 12th now. We passed Dan. I'm going to be focusing really hard on not hitting that outside wall this race. Can we do it? We got a lot of people up ahead of us running the top, which I actually like to see, because if one line is going to wear the tires more, it's going to be that top side. So if we can come down here while they're up there, it might pay off for us. Gotta be careful here, we're gonna get tight as soon as we get underneath Nick. Should be able to clear him here in just a second. We'll get a good drive out of here. He's holding on strong there. Top's pretty good in 1 and 2. Just doesn't get as tight. Oh my goodness. Our right front's going to be trashed. It's crazy how tight it is in 3 and 4. I'm going to move the brakes back to 57 right now. I'm probably just leave them there the whole race, because that is not wanting to turn on entry. All right. I need to back up 3 and 4 still. I'm overdriving it. We're in P11, which is awesome. We got a handful of cars just ahead of us as well we could possibly get. I'm going to slide out of turn 2 there. That'll help it turn. Man, it's tight. Might need to move up the track a little bit. 3 and 4. Probably will help it turn if we run middle or top. But I don't want to run the top. If I can help it. I think middle might be where we want to be. I don't know. We'll keep trying this. Warren's up there running the bottom. Looks like he's getting it to work fairly good. If we can just get it slowed down and not get on throttle so fast. Yeah, that felt a lot better there. If we do that every time, that'd be good. Got Steven just ahead of us here. Feeling weird on the setup right now, though. Tires are going away. What lap are we on? We're on lap 21, getting ready to start 22. It's like maybe 44 laps, maybe? I imagine that fuel mileage is getting better and better. We're slowing down quite a bit more through the corners. Could potentially stretch it to 45. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Just running our pace here. we will have to see how it's going to work. If I'm going to go down to the apron, I need to try and not enter turn 1 so low, though. Try and get back up to the outside wall so we can get a good arc into the corner. Ooh. Somebody clipped the wall up there. Jordan in the Matt Kenseth car. Clipped the wall or got loose. Could have easily gotten loose as well. It's starting to get weird out of turn 4. It's like pushing tight up towards the wall, and then right when I get to it, it snaps a little bit. Or the rear tires get light, at least. I can feel the weight get unbalanced. Oh my gosh.
Clear low, clear low.
I'm sorry, I got loose.
Clear high, clear high.
He grabbed the wall and got
I
loose.
got loose, then I hit the wall, and then I tried to keep it off you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You're all good.
Got it off the wall, and it shot him down a little bit, and they hit each other in the door. But I think Jordan saved that, and we just kind of split the middle, and we're up to 9th. So that was close, but it worked out for us. Getting loose out of turn 2 is going to be something to keep an eye on for sure. Tight in 3 and 4, loose out of turn 2. Just going to run up here for now, try not to slide it on the apron too much in the tri-oval. Try and paint that white line without hitting it. We got Warren and Dakota ahead, and then Tyler. And that's the top 5 just up ahead as well, so we've really made up some ground. I'm happy with that. I don't have the short run speed. I just don't have the qualifying speed, but put me in a long run, I can take care of the tires and move it towards the front usually. Towards the front half at least. But we've kind of stalled out here. I haven't caught Warren or Dakota at all. Doesn't seem like it anyway. And they're running side by side. I see John up there on the outside of Tyler, getting very close to that wall.
Oh, did you blink in and I ran into you, Nick, or what?
Yeah, that was my fault.
That's all good, buddy.
Okay. Gained some on him there.
Frank. No, it's all good, man. It's all good.
See Colton, Alayden, and Andrew up there.
I probably shouldn't have rolled up in there like
And
that
then-
anyway. I saw what was happening.
I think that's Chuck way out front leading this thing. It's fun to get in races where you recognize everybody's paint scheme. You can just tell exactly who's up there without
Rick, are you good to go after
seeing
all
them
that?
on the F3.
No, I don't think so.
Rick got damage apparently. Sounds like, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Rick.
Sound like Nick King blinked out or something.
No worries, buddy. Shit happens.
That's unfortunate. Hopefully we don't blink or anything. I restarted my internet before I got in the server, so that was something. Just in case that was going to have problems again, but I didn't account for graphics driver issues and then sim issues, and I don't know what the heck was going on. Really don't know. That's what I get for just turning my computer on and then joining the race session. I
You
should
go see if you can move him out of the way, John.
probably hop into a practice session for a bit first before joining, just to make sure things are going to work okay. There's just no reason why it shouldn't work okay, but it usually does work okay. We pulled in a little bit on these guys. They're still battling side by side. Not going to have much room to go anywhere, really. John's got some right side damage. I wonder if he's caught the wall a time or two. We're already 32 laps into this thing. Feels like it's flying by. Ooh, whoa. That's unfortunate. Is he going to grab the inside wall or did he save it? Dakota got into the back of Warren there and then
Still there.
spun him to the inside.
Whoa, we joined.
Still there. You're clear high.
I think he kept it straight
Thank you for that room, Steven.
and then off the wall on the inside. If I saw him
I
spinning,
went for one hell of a ride down there.
I would have thrown the yellow, but I think he kept it straight enough. Unfortunately, lost all that track position, though. John into the wall again.
Yeah, sorry, Warren. I wasn't expecting you to come so high up. Thought I had my nose up in there far enough.
My spotter didn't say anything about it.
We are in 7th now. Whoa, big loose. Tyler moving up to the top.
You got one outside.
John's already up there. We got to be careful not to get tight.
Still there.
I'll go back down here since we're on the inside. So it's getting a little bit harder to handle down there.
All clear, all clear. You got one outside.
Try and get off of turn
You
2
just
here.
had to do it, didn't you, Ron? I'm gonna pit this time, guys.
Stay low.
John is pitting.
On the high side. You're clear high, clear high.
That's interesting. What's the fuel look like? 8 laps left? We can go longer. We got some smoke. That is an interesting call for all those guys. Pit that
On
early.
that one, he had nowhere to go.
Yeah, man.
But that might just be the just commit to the 3-stop strategy there. Now we're in 4th though. I don't think anybody in front of us pit. We passed John and then he pit. 50-56 for Leighton. Leighton pit. Okay. Interesting call. We can go another 7 laps,
You're done 33.0.
which would put us 43, 42, almost 44, not quite. Very interesting. They're probably
I'm
gonna
hitting this time.
leapfrog us quite a bit by pitting this early, but
Pitting.
I think we'll go a little bit longer here and see if we can just have better tires when we come out. Hit another 4 or 5 laps. Maybe sneak a lap lead, but maybe not either. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be making it on just 2 stops, though. Not the way it's looking. Let's get to 42. Maybe it was 42 they were saying we could make it on 2, but I think it's 45. Let's put on lap 42. It'll be 42.84, which would put us. We'd still be over 50 laps. We'd still be over 50 laps to go, so that's not going to work there. Be 45.90, and then 135. So it is 45 for sure. I don't think we're going to make it to that. Colton might be able to, and
Right front tire is wearing out.
those guys up there with how fast and good at saving fuel they are. We'll just pit this time. Maybe pit a little bit earlier next run so we don't have to pit with 14 to go. Do 80 and then like 110 or something. Very slow entry. All right.
Pitstop team 10,
Make sure all this is working.
5,
Tree.
75 in this time.
1. Right here.
Oh, good job. Half a car length passed. Tires that time. 49.60. Oh, Leighton was doing way better.
The leader is sitting now. Alright, that's it. Go.
Alright, we drove up to almost the top 5 that first run. I'm sure those guys that pit a little bit earlier are going to be leapfrogged way out ahead of us, so we'll see if we can make some of that up. And if the leaders stay out a bit longer, then maybe we gain on them. Go sliding through the pit box there is not doing us any favors. Tyler gets by us. 44.49 for Chuck, so we were pretty similar on tires there.
33.181.
Alright, come out with some free track. Go ahead and go down here. Not in too much traffic.
Just blinking into the wall quite a bit, Sean.
Who is going to make it to 45? I guarantee you there's going to be a couple at least that can do it. We got some old tires here. It's slowing Tyler down quite a bit. Okay. Just did our fastest lap. We got Nick still out here. He's got a little bit updated paint scheme. That looks cool. I bet he's going for 45. Probably a really good idea if you can make it, but you got to probably save fuel the whole time. And he's just now pitting. Looks like 44. We're a lap down still, so he didn't quite make it. He just kind of went to the end of the fuel tank, probably where we could have gone as well. We just pit a little bit earlier. Oh, Tyler and Warren. Tyler getting stuck in traffic a bit. It's going to give us a run around him. Keep it away from that stupid wall. Alright, we're good. Gonna gain some more spots here. Chuck is only a couple seconds ahead of us now. And we got Tyler just ahead of us as well, as we clip the apron and get all bent out of shape. Should be back up to top 10 here shortly, I believe. Oh, gotta be careful here. Caught him in a bad spot, but that's alright. Warren is on pit road, as well as John Sinu. Colton to the lead. Has he pit yet? Surely he has. It's lap 46 now. I think we're on the lead lap. Well, maybe not. Maybe Colton has stayed out that long. Let's see if we see him on pit road. Yeah, he just pit. How in the... He's a freaking wizard, man. He's up there running third, going fast the whole time, and he makes it like 3 laps longer than everybody else. It's insane. He's so good. Great job. He might win this race with that. Oh man, 31.59. I wonder if he was just clutching it a little bit. He might have to try it, but I think we're already committed to 3 stops now. Considering we pit so much earlier on that, 5 laps early. Well was taking the lead. I don't recognize the number off the top of my head. Apologies if that is a common number that you've used the whole time. I don't remember who runs that. I don't think Tracy's here either again. I haven't seen him. Obviously, I didn't really have time to look at all who was here, so he's going to really take a hit in the points. I think he's got real life race stuff going on, though. That's unfortunate there, so that's going to give us a bigger buffer. Jordan up there getting loose. Off of turn 2. We've caught these 3. Have to figure out a way to get through them. It'll put us pretty close back to the top 5. I'm not shooting the middle, though. If I can help it. I think these guys pit a couple laps before we did, didn't they?
Stay low. Stay low. You're on the bottom. 3 wide. You got 1 outside. 2 wide there. Still there. Still there.
Little 3 wide action there. Off the corner.
Still there.
We all get clear and safe. It will put us top 5. That's crazy.
Get back and forth.
Let's see if we can get around Steven.
Stay low. You're clear high. Clear high.
Just able to give him room in case he got a run. Didn't quite get one. I think we're just looking to pit every 40 laps, and then we'll pit maybe like 110 or... No, it won't be 110. It'll have to be like 115 or 118 even. A little bit before 120 though. But I guess a lot of other people are going to be pitting around that time, so it probably won't hurt us too bad if we pit that late like it did at Dover. Unless everybody is saving except me, which could also be the case. That's what kind of happened at Dover. But I assume with how early most of the people pit there, we're going to be doing 3 stops pretty much throughout the whole field. Colton's not going to. Colton's got 1 more and he's done, and he's going to win the race. That's my prediction. A Leighton is a 12. I do remember that now. Can't believe we're in P4.
The lead is up 32.59.
32.5 from the leader. We just did a 32.1. That's pretty crazy. Do our tires have that big of an advantage on them, or did they just get loose that lap? I don't know. Chuck and John are all pulling away from us, though. Kind of stuck in this bubble by ourselves now. Been around a bunch of cars up to this point. Now we kind of got clear track. Some clean air. We can run some laps. Not that I'm any better by myself than I am in the cars around me.
You're clear, Chuck. Thank you.
Okay. Is there anything we can do to somehow get this to lap 90? I highly, highly doubt it. We can get to like 83 again. If we stretch it. Let's try clutching it for a couple laps here. See if we lose a bunch of time. Probably will. 1.4 back. Let's see if we can just maintain this gap. Just kind of clutch it on entry a little bit. Try and use some brakes so I'm not destroying that right front in the process. If I'm going to lose a bunch of time to Steven, though, doing this, I don't think I want to do this.
The car behind, including one, we got you 1.5.
Yeah, I think this is just going to be too slow. I don't know if it's going to gain us much. We're not off throttle very long. Yeah. That's only going to get us to like 85. We'll probably have to do that the whole run. I don't want to do that the whole run. Let's just get back into a rhythm. Here comes Colton. 8/10 back already. He's going to fly up, probably get close to the lead, if not the lead, and then have one less pit stop than the rest of us. We're going to need a caution, I think, for him to get unseated as the winner here, I think. Anything can happen, but he's looking pretty good to start this one with the strategy and the speed. Early favorite, I would say, for sure. We'll just go high for him.
You got one inside. The car horn closing on. You got 1.2 seconds. All clear,
All right.
all clear.
Andrew as well. He must have pit late.
The lead is 32.752.
Did he pit as late as Colton, or did he pit a couple laps earlier? But he's coming up fast as well, and probably will have to let him by. It was him and Colton battling it out for the Indianapolis victory as well. They both have been extremely fast in this second half of the season. Pretty much mistake-free, though Colton did have a couple pit road adventures at his Indy race.
You're losing on the car in front.
Stay high in 3 hours.
1 second.
But totally understandable. This is a very, very tough car.
Thank you, sir.
I had my own pit issues at like Pocono, and there was one more at least, I think.
Inside. Still there? One line. All clear, all clear.
Alright, that puts us back to 6th. That's kind of the place car we're in right now. I think we might be able to beat John. He's up there, but we've seemed to have caught him a little bit on the long run. But it's going to be about timing, though, with pit stops and stuff. He pit earlier than we did and gained a bunch. I don't know if we can get up and around him by the time the checkered flag flies. But he looks to be pretty committed to running that top, so it's probably hurting his tires a little bit more than us. Which is probably why we're gaining on him a little bit, but he's been ahead of us pretty much the whole time. So it's working for him. Me and him are battling at Indy as well. Don't clip the apron. Alright, all green so far. This is awesome. It's what you come to expect with this series. Pretty amazing. We got a really nice gap to Brandon behind us now. I saw some smoke there in turn 1. Let's see how far Warren has fallen back after his half spin down the back stretch. Did I miss him? Is he ahead of us? Oh, he's in 24th. That is unfortunate. I hope he didn't get a ton of damage from that. I probably would have, if I saw him wrecking in the mirror, like hitting the wall and spinning real hard, I would have probably thrown the yellow for that, but it looked like he had caught it. I hate making those judgment calls, because obviously he would have still liked one. Loses a bunch of time like that, but if nothing really happened, I don't want to have to pause the whole race. Oh man, loose down there. First time that's happened, but I figured it would happen. So you can get a smooth exit, maybe get ahead of John. A little bit. I think he backed off for us there. Thanks. He backs off for us there. Much appreciated. I imagine he'll get ahead of us again at some point with pit strategy or what have you. Back to the top 5. Leighton's starting to fall off a little bit as well. I'm drifting it out of the corner, but we could probably get on that right rear a little bit more than we have been. Leighton is pitting. Interesting call there. But if you still got to do 2 more stops, you can just time it where you only have like 84 laps to go. You have 65 to go, so you can definitely make it on 2 more stops. Do a couple stints of like 33 laps. That seems to be what people are doing here. Really quick stints. John is on pit road as well. Should we pit? Should we pit? Should we pit? We'll fall off at the end of the run, but the runs are not long, really, so you don't lose that much. Let's go ahead and pit. Why not? Plenty of tires. If the yellow comes out, unfortunate, but we still got to do 2 more stops. So we can pretty much pit whenever.
Pitstop team in.
Just the way these fuel tanks are, you're running so many RPM. In real life, these cars at this time period could go like 60, 70 laps on a tank. So that's not entirely realistic, the short fuel, but everyone's got the same equipment here, so just deal with it. Make some interesting strategy. That time tires were 61.70. I really did not feel like we were on them very long. So we got to get to at least 42 to go before we pit next time, which would be like 20-something laps here. Exactly 20 laps, I think. But I think we're going to pit with like 30 to go, maybe? 35 to go. There goes John way up ahead. Interesting strategies going on. I don't think anyone's going to beat Colton, though. Possibly Andrew running the same strategy as Colton. But I think most people are committed to 3. Fuel's just a little bit too hard to save. We get a caution, though. That could completely change things. It's probably not that bad to run the top and be hard on the right front with how few laps you have to do in a run. You could probably afford to just drive it a bit harder. We just did our fastest lap of the race. Colton to the lead. Get a big run on Nick Martin there. We're on brand new tires. Okay.
All clear, all clear.
Tyler pitting. John is 3 seconds up. I'm just going to run basically as hard as I'm comfortable with this run and not worry about the right front so much.
Sorry, Dakota, I didn't realize you were running the top.
Because even if we wear out that right front, we're not going to be on it much longer after that. As long as we're not spinning out of the corner, you know. We've already gained quite a bit on John. This is interesting. Interesting stuff going on this race.
75 hitting.
Chuck's pitting. Look for Colton to pit around lap 90. If he can make it. And by all accounts, he probably can. So I'm starting to drive harder. It's getting closer and closer to that wall. Brandon sees us coming. He leaves it open for us. Thank you. Let's go ahead and run the top here. Just don't hit the wall. Chicken out and run middle.
I'm gonna go higher, Aaron.
Like, we basically don't have a lot of time to be sitting waiting around if they're going to have to do one less stop, so it's all about getting as much as we can, I think. Especially since we're not on these tires very long. Very interesting dynamic to this. We need to try to at least get back on the lead lap, so if there's a yellow, we'll have a chance. What were our tires last time? 6170. We race a little bit harder here. It probably will keep it on the right rear a bit more. Unless I try and race really hard here in 3 and 4, and then I just push massively. Need to be driving harder in 1 and 2, or it gets loose. Andrew leaves it open for us, says we're not really there yet because we had a terrible corner. We get around him, thank you. Looks like it's going to be a battle between him and Colton again. Colton's got the advantage right now. Get around him. Keep catching the leaders on the exit of turn 2. It's probably the worst place to catch people. Ronald slides up. Had to shoot that gap a little bit, but we're all right. Well, okay. Let me be a bit more careful than that. That was pretty bad. Definitely hurting the right front quite a bit. But we're almost in the window where we can make it on fuel. And just pit our final time. Where hopefully we'll cycle to the lead lap after we come out. But it's going to be like this, where they're right behind us. Most likely. I think we're already at almost a second off pace because we've been driving harder. That's pretty crazy. We were maintaining speed a lot better when we weren't pushing as hard. But that's pretty obvious. Hopefully we can sneak a top 10 out of this, at least, maybe a top 5. Maybe we sneak a top 5. Oh man, that was close. That was close to the wall. I'm surprised we've been able to pull away from John. I'm surprised we caught him so quick. He's backed it down a little bit this run, I think. pulling closer to a Leighton as well. Maybe we back down the pace just a little bit, try and stretch these tires a bit more, and don't put it in the wall. That was horrible lap, or corner. Yeah, we're starting to fade pretty bad now. Pushed very hard that first part of this run.
47 coming in this time. 47 this time.
86, so he ran it just about as far as we could have. Colton's not going to be coming for another 4 laps, though, I bet. We have stopped gaining on a Leighton, and John is... Oh, that's not John. Chuck. It's closing in. I thought John was still behind us. Chuck pit a little bit after we did, so that's why we gained and got ahead of him, but he's got much fresher tires. And a much faster driver. Oh my gosh, turn. Wow, feels like I'm going to blow a right front. I'll just come to a complete stop so I can make the corner and get Chuck by us.
Got one inside.
As I have the worst corner I've had all day.
Jordan, I am pitting this time.
We don't want to pit too early this final stop because well, there's a lot of people pitting now, so there may be a lot more people than just Colton that can make it from here. I don't know. We may not be in a good spot. We'll see. We're back to 7th. We've cycled back through. We're going to have to be banking on a lot more people having to pit again, and not just us. Because if we are the only, me and a couple other people are the only ones that have to pit a 3rd time, we're not going to be in line for a very good finish. Ooh, a Leighton just hit the wall hard out of turn 4 there.
Back.
44 to go. Pretty much got into the pit window here. I'm going to go another 10 or 15 laps, I think.
71 pitting.
Andrew just now pitting. Big loose. He's able to make it from here. Nick as well, just now pitting. Coming out of pit road. There's going to be people that are going to be in really good shape that we are probably not going to be able to compete with, but we will see how it all cycles through. We're in 5th at the moment, but that may be a short-lived 5th. Colton's really safe. He was able to stretch it to 92. Unbelievable. Great job to him. He's not going to have to save it all this final run. He's going to be smooth sailing. Pretty crazy. Pretty good. Got to be careful not to get loose out of turn 4 there and then correct into the wall, that's for sure.
Back and forth.
67 pitting in. 67 pitting in.
Did John just pit behind us, or did Nick and Alan just get by him on fresh tires? think everyone can make it from here now. If they pit, I mean. Obviously, we can't make it until we pit.
You're in third place.
We're up to third now, as Andrew and Colton pit. Do we just pit on lap 100? We take it to 110? 105 maybe? With like 30 to go?
Got one outside.
Gotta be careful here, we're gonna be getting loose on the bottom.
All behind that. All clear, all clear. Got one
But he gets
outside.
loose up top as well.
Still there? Hold the line. Stay low.
And then big tight, just gotta wait on the throttle. Ooh, okay, a little wiggly.
You're clear high, clear high. You're on 32.717. You're in second. There you go, man.
Here comes Nick on fresh tires. We're probably good to the end
Got one inside.
as we're hanging on here
Stay
and still
high.
have to pit.
Clear low, clear low.
Come on, baby, turn. All right. Ooh, Nick pushing up. He nearly caught the wall.
That car is a lap down.
Yes, it is. We are in second at the moment, but we're not going to end up
Hey, when you
there.
guys get to me, I'll be saying hi.
We're not going to end up in second, that's for sure. At least I doubt it. I think we need a caution to come out like right now while we're in second. People might stay out, but we'd have better tires and be in really good shape, track position wise. Okay, he's gonna go to our outside, that's okay.
Got one outside.
Didn't really, I was gonna give him the bottom, but he caught us kind of where we were just running that line, so I didn't want to force the car in any direction and be unpredictable. Especially with how kind of unstable this thing is right now. Oh, the wall. We're on lap 100. This is when I pit, and I come out in like 19th, and nobody else pits, and I never gain anything back. This is what this is going to be like, isn't it? Let's wait a few more laps. I want to see if other people pit. I don't want to be the only one. John's still out here. I'm almost positive he has to pit again. Looks like he has fallen back to 8th. He must really just be saving. I wonder if he's trying to make it to the end from where he pit. I don't think that would be possible. We have to pit again, but I don't feel good about it. I don't feel good about
I'm
it.
gonna let you go. You're going to pit in the next lap. Or
Okay.
this lap.
Dakota's gonna pit. We got 33 to go. Let's pit with 30 to go.
I appreciate it. I was back here trying to see if I could save it.
Inside.
Oh, no, you're good. I forget what you were doing. I just wanted to give you the heads up so I didn't come down there in front of you.
Stay high.
Well, should be able to get by us.
Car is a lap down. Clear low, clear low.
Looks like a Leighton pit.
We got 52.7
We should probably pit.
seconds. The leader did on 32.8.
Because he's gonna come back out in front of us. We got 2 seconds behind us. We don't have to call it out. Let's go ahead and pit. Make sure auto fuel fills it up, which it is not set to do. I need it full. Well, maybe not full, but enough where it's not going to be super tight. Nearly missed pit road.
That car is a lap down.
Nearly spun to the right, back onto the track. I'm messing with settings as things are closing up on me fast. We're alright though. Let's not slide through the box this time.
Right here.
We'll just inch our way forward until we get to it. Alright, how bad is this going to turn out? Nick is going to fly by us. John, Sinu, and then Andrew and a Leighton.
Go.
Now if we catch a caution, we're in big trouble. Until we get back on the lead lap.
Be mindful, you only have one set of tires remaining.
One tire set left. I thought I gave us plenty of tires, but we're actually coming down pretty close to the limit. There goes a Leighton up ahead of us. What were the tires there? 51.65. We pushed them really hard that time. We're going to go ahead and do that again. John is not pit yet, but he may not pit. That's the thing. He's a lap ahead of us now.
If any of y'all faster guys get to me, just let me know and I'll let you by. I'm saving fuel. Just let me know where you want me to go.
Clear high, clear high.
I hope we can end up back in the top 10, but I don't know. Colton in the lead. I'm just going to push it hard again. I'm not going to worry about tires. I don't know. That's probably a dumb idea, but... Well, let's not go crazy. Let's still manage them.
Yeah, one inside. All clear, all clear.
Tyler had way better tires than we did. We're in 15th now after passing Tyler there.
2.6 seconds.
Can we catch up to a Leighton?
You're pulling away from the car.
He was
You got you.
almost 2 seconds better on and off pit road. Because we pit like one lap later than him. Car's feeling good though. Brand new tires. Obviously it would feel good. Chuck just ahead of us.
You're gaining on the car in front. You got you. 1.3 seconds.
Got Marius here and then Ronald. I should have went to the bottom there.
The lead is computed on 32.057.
Oh man. I had to go too wide right when I got to him. Oh,
You got one outside. Stay low.
that hurt us quite a bit there.
All clear, all clear. You got one outside.
Just really bad timing for me.
Clear high, clear high.
We're alright. Looks like we're going to be in 13th, so that's not bad. Hopefully some more people ahead of us have to pit and can't make it.
Alright, man, that car is flat down.
So I don't know if we're going to get back to a Leighton. It's 2 seconds up still. We had caught him and passed him that last run, but it's going to be tough still to do that.
Nick, I'm pitting.
John's pitting now. He's going to come back out with really good tires. Is he going to have time to get to us? 24 laps? He might.
You got one outside. You're gaining on the car in front. You got you. 1.8 seconds. All clear, all clear.
Leighton working through some traffic.
You're pulling
It's
away
like a
from
lot
the
of
car
traffic up
in
ahead of
front.
him.
You got you. 2.3
Maybe they'll slow him down a bit. We got Dean here, who is for position. But he is not pit yet, I don't think. So we should get back to the top 10 here, maybe? No, not quite. Well, we will now that John pit. But John might be able to get back to us with how much better his tires are going to be.
You got you. 1.7 seconds.
22 pitting.
Matthew pitting there. He gets to pit road, I think. We got Allen ahead. I think he's kind of. I think he and Nick pit at the same time, so I think they're both staying out. How far ahead is Nick? He's 8.5 seconds. I don't think we're making that up, even if our tires are better. Ooh, Leighton into the wall there in traffic. Doesn't lose that much though. It looks like we're almost back to the lead lap. I think we got Warren ahead of us, or Andrew ahead of us in second. We did not wreck on the outside of people out of turn 4 or 2.
I'm gonna go low here.
Alright, we fought our way. We're nearly back to about where we were, close to the top 5. I'm just running the top here because
Thank you for calling out, because I was kind of daydreaming. I wasn't paying attention to your
older
behind.
tires are running the bottom.
Oh, you're all good, brother.
All clear, all clear.
It gets kind of dull when you're gas saving over here.
There's Colton, the leader.
Yeah, unfortunately, everybody's everywhere.
It's pretty crazy having to fight all those different tire strategies and get around people and have people flying up on you when their tires are better. Bobbing and weaving around. It's pretty fun. Of course, I haven't been saving fuel at all, so
1.5 seconds.
we are within 20 to go. Don't hit the wall, don't hit the wall. Okay. My biggest concern is John behind us on new tires. Oh, I don't even see him. He's way far back. Okay. Thought he might be able to catch us if he'd pit, but he'd just fallen too far back. Wonder if he got damaged or something. Even with newer tires, we're not that much quicker than Colton.
Clear low, clear low.
Alright, let's try and get back to the bottom now. Next corner. See if we can track down a Leighton. 6/10 ahead of us. We're going to run down here the whole time, I think. Cut off a little bit. P9. Is anyone else in front of us going to need to pit for fuel? I don't know. Not everybody, that's for sure.
We got 2.7 seconds.
Leighton getting a really good drive off the top side in turn 3 and 4 there. Just need him to make a mistake so we can get back to him. We just cool it down on the bottom side for a bit. Maybe our tires will be okay. Don't overdrive turn 3. Don't wreck out of turn 4. We're slowly catching him. John Sinu up ahead. 4 position. Oh, we got a big run on him there. Did he get the wall? He must have. He like came to a stop that time. Must have overdrove it and had to either slam on the brakes to make the corner or he got the wall. So that gets us by him quickly. That is really good for us. We didn't have to fight side by side.
You think you're going to make it on gas?
32.753.
Oh, the wall. Nick is 3.2 ahead. All right, next goal is get to Nick, pass Nick. Can we do that?
I was talking to Aaron behind me. I think he's doing the same thing I am. I'm just trying to figure out how you kept the pace you did and save that kind of fuel. That boggles my mind.
Good tell you to say hi again.
Oh.
Good tell you to say hi again. Sorry, but it was Jack.
All clear, all clear.
Oh, you're good. Thanks. 2.9 to Nick.
Sorry for the chatter.
Yeah, Brandon is saying I can make it.
Golden can save that much and be that fast because he's just really, really good. And that's why he's leading the points.
I'm barely to the good, but I'm going to keep on clutching the next shore because that estimate can change real quick.
Yeah, especially with how much RPM these pull, you're going to be using up a ton more fuel on throttle.
I'm gonna stay highly.
I'll keep running the bottom here, John.
Oh man, we're not catching Nick quick enough. Our tires have kind of equalized, I think. We have 12 to go. I really want to beat him. 2 seconds. .8. I'm gonna keep cutting this. I don't know if it's getting us much else or much extra. Would I be quicker running the top? I don't know. Oh, we're not catching him quick enough. It's gonna be real close. 1.7. He's probably been much better on the tires than we have. 1.5.
We have 10 to go this time.
10 laps to go. Oh, he caught the wall there. But not super hard, I don't think. Drifting it out of the corner. .3. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this within 10 laps. Let's try running the top here.
I believe you did on 32.845.
It's just way too loose. It's way too loose. We're in 7th, but I would love to get 6th. And beat Nick. 1.1. Try run middle. That was really tight. And then off the corner it's going to be bad. That wasn't terrible actually. He's better in 3 and 4 than I am. That was a good run, it felt like. Just don't think we're catching him quick enough. How many laps to go? We got like 5. Yeah. I need him to make a mistake.
It says I'm good, but I'm so afraid to push. That head can drop super fast.
5 laps to go.
5 to go.
This is wet, but don't come on.
I think this is fine. Problem is, if we catch him, how the heck are we going to pass him? I have no idea. Car is so on edge right now, and it's very tight. 3 and 4. Until we get off the corner, and then we're sliding it. Come on, don't get loose on that seam. .4. Here comes Dan as well. Right in front of us. It's gonna shake things up. Should have went low there. Now I can't cut the apron.
Hang on to her, Dakota.
You got one inside.
We lose a tenth.
Clear low, clear low. 2 laps to go. The leader just did on 30.
We're not gonna be able to get him.
1, 3, 8.
We're not gonna be able to get him. That was 2 really bad laps. Coming to the white flag. No, we stalled out. We stalled out. He's pulling back away. Oh, dang it. That's not the white flag yet. If he gets the wall. He got it a little bit, but we got freaking 90 degrees sideways. Try the top in 3 and 4 here.
Just got the white flag.
White flag. I don't know why I went down here.
Good win. Awesome strategy.
Way
guys.
too freaking loose. Oh my gosh, ridiculous.
Good job, Colton.
Thanks, great race, man. These races are awesome. I always look forward to Thursday.
Good job, guys. That was a good win. I had .2 left. In the
Ran
tank.
out of time, ran out of
That's it.
tires. Oh, good race.
Yeah, that .3.
There's the flag, man.
7th
Great race,
place.
guys. Another
Oh.
full green race. This is awesome.
There you go, man. Good job, driver.
Great win.
Woo!
I've got to get me some of that devil magic you have. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, great win. Great job saving that while going as fast as you were. That was just incredible. Great job. That was another fun one. Oh, dang it. I wish we could have got him there. Just ran out of steam. Tires, finally. I pushed him too hard there. I don't know if we could have done anything different, because if we had pitted later and had better tires at the end, he would have gotten further out
I'm
ahead.
still trying to figure out how they ran that pace and still save that much fuel. 'Cause I
Oh,
was
man.
doing some really heavy clutching to make it that far.
I spent 15 laps in the pits and barely made it on 2 stops.
Yeah.
I was having to lift pretty much super duper early and then clutch it
Oh,
all the
man.
way into the middle, beginning in the middle of the corner just to make it.
Great race again. Another quick one.
On the second time.
Another quick one. We nearly get to Nick,
Hold
but
on, let me check.
we wind up 7th place. Nick does the 2-stop strategy, I believe, and he gets 6th, so good job to him. Aaron, he must have done 2-stop strategy. He starts 24th, ends up 4th. Great job to him. Colton gets the win. Brandon makes it on 2 stops, I think he's saying. He got 3rd. Another great race. Great job to everybody. Once again, it's just fantastic. So fun. We'll take a look at any incidents that happened. I mean, there's going to be a couple wall hits probably. I was pushing so hard that final run to try and catch Nick, and I nearly got there, but just tires gave up with like 3 to go and stopped catching him. I was on edge, going as hard as I could, and I was gaining a little bit each lap, but just finally ran out of steam right at the end. Ooh, Nick King gets the wall there a little bit. Oh man, that was a fun race. I was racing hard there at the end. A lot harder than I normally run. Dakota gets the wall there. Some blinking. John trying the slider. And Chuck just gets into his right rear quarter panel, and that's where he got that damage. Just ran out of steam as soon as we caught Dan. Sorry, I responded to Warren and Nick there. Warren saying great race, and I'm apologizing that he got bumped and sent to the inside there out of turn 2. And Nick didn't think he was going to be able to hold me off, but I was pushing those tires pretty hard, and they finally caught up to me, and I started getting way too loose. Which was unfortunate. I was trying really hard there, but another great race. Our 3-stop strategy works okay. Not many people are able to do the 2-stopper. But huge congrats to who did. My early call for the winner, Colton, being able to save while running in the top 3. Proves to be correct because we don't get a caution. And he does a great job. He doesn't make any mistakes. And gets a little redemption for the Indianapolis race. Did Andrew end up getting second? Yes, he did, so he holds him off there. Warren apparently got a speeding penalty, and that's how he ended up a lap down, because I don't think he lost too much when he got bumped to the inside. So this is the contact with Nick King that they were talking about. Oh, he blinks out. Let's see this. So Rick grabs a safer barrier there, which kind of hurts him, and then Nick King is there. Was he already in the wall? So Nick King, he like blinks out in the backstretch, and all of a sudden he's in Rick there. So I don't know if Rick... Or, I don't know if... Oh, there's the damage right there. So they're all discombobulated after the blink out, and Rick is kind of keeping it off the wall, trying to keep it off the wall, and then there's some net code there with Frank, and that sends Rick up into the wall. And no yellow, because he doesn't get caught by anybody, and he actually doesn't stop either. So, that stayed green. And from there, I don't think anything else happened. Just all clean. Everybody doing a fantastic job. Oh, here's Warren. Warren said his spotter said clear, and then just gets bumped there in the right rear. And yeah, see, he didn't make any contact there. He got back going. And then this is going to be dangerous. Whoa. That was close. So he kept it clean. Didn't get any damage, but he loses a ton of ground. But he didn't put a lap down until he sped on pit road, unfortunately. And when you go all green, there's no way to make that up. Unfortunate little contact there, but not too bad. They're 3 wide. Oh, Allen gets into Ronald there a little bit. Does Ronald push up, or just Allen? Nah, there's a pretty big prediction code there. There's like a foot and a half between them. They weren't really coming together there. That's unfortunate. That was close to the pitting. Anything else happen that we should see? Did I get the wall here? Maybe? No. I don't think anything else happened. Just going to be some wall drags. Chad gets into the wall there. Dan's really loose. Chad going down pit road. Oh, and that's why Chad left. He downshifts, starts wheel hopping it. Yeah. Nose first into the wall. That's unfortunate there. John got the wall a couple times. Most of that was netcode, though, that we saw. But he did grab it a couple times. Overall, very, very clean race, though. Just some mistakes and then a couple incidental contacts and some netcode. But overall, not really anybody doing anything wrong. Everyone's doing a great job. Just such a great league, man. So I don't think we're going to see anything else. Let's go ahead and take a look at the points. See how locked up Colton has this championship now. Gets his 4th win of the season. If I can find it. There it is. Colton there. All but has it locked down. He's over 200 points ahead of me with 2 races remaining. We stay ahead of John. We actually beat him by quite a bit there. We get some extra points. 4th win for Colton. He's got 90 bonus points on the year. Tracy leading that category, I think, and John also has 90. We have 20, which isn't too bad, but we have hardly led any laps this season. Just a few when we've stayed out on pit road or during pit cycles. But, so we sit in 2nd. We got to try and hold off John. Tracy's pretty far back now after missing last couple races, and the Leighton is as well. But it's gonna be between me and John if I can hold him off, because I don't think we're catching Colton unless Colton just doesn't show up for the next 2 races. But I don't expect that to happen. I imagine if Colton shows up for Phoenix next week, he'll have this thing locked down, and he will be the champion of the 1st season of the Diet Dr. Pepper series. Very likely, barring some unforeseen circumstances. But that was Kansas. That was actually a fun race. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of different strategies. Seemed like you could get away with doing 2 stops or 3 stops. We ended up solidly top 10 doing 3. I mean, if more people would have done 2, then I'm sure we would have finished worse. But with just a handful of guys doing it, it worked out pretty well. And we didn't have to sit around and save fuel the whole time. We actually got to drive pretty hard and try really hard at the end and try and make some passes. And had to bob and weave around traffic and have faster cars coming up behind us as well. And pretty exciting. A lot of different stuff going on. I enjoyed that one. So, as always, huge thank you to everyone who joins. Huge thank you to everyone who watches and enjoys these and leaves likes and comments. I really appreciate it. Big thank you. And I am really looking forward to Phoenix. That should be a really fun race. Old Phoenix, one of my favorites. So we will see this series back next week.